From a heart-wrenching story about love and loss, to winning the Goodreads Choice Award in 2016, a movie adaptation for It Ends With Us has been a long time coming. And if you're a fan of the romance genre, here's everything you need to know about it. Anyone who uses social media knows that Colleen Hoover's book, It Ends With Us, has become the internet's favorite thing to talk about. Even if you haven't read it, I'm sure you've probably heard about it.
If you haven't heard of this, I mean,
You're kind of living under a rock.
this has literally been everywhere lately. Everyone's read it. Everyone in the world, I feel like, has read it. And I'm pretty late to the game. I feel like I'm kind of the last wave to finally get to.
The book and its author have been getting a lot of attention for a number of reasons, and the most recent and biggest is the upcoming movie adaptation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another book being adapted into a movie shouldn't be surprising since that's nothing new. However, this one is a little different and has everyone's attention. The book became popular during COVID-19, and even Justin Baldoni talked about how much he loved it on social media. Fun fact, he was also the first one who wanted to make a movie adaptation of Hoover's story. But with all the criticism Hoover has been facing about her alleged glorification of abuse in her books,
people are like abusive, like you try to like come up with like excuses for why they act that way. So I guess maybe that was his excuse, that he was like traumatized and like that's why he overreacts. But to me, I was just like, that was like not really that necessary.
only time will tell how well the movie will be received at the box office. Still, if you've read the book, you'd agree with me when I say this masterpiece deserves the adaptation. And even though the movie will be based on the novel, there are still a lot of things we don't know about it. I mean, movie adaptations tend to make their own route sometimes. Harry Potter, anyone?
Pete herself. You mean this has happened before?
I shouldn't have said that. Oh. Dobby!
Coming back, what can we expect from It Ends With Us? As I mentioned before, It Ends With Us is a movie that will be based on Colleen Hoover's 2016 book of the same name, so you can bet that Hoover will be very involved with the movie. And I'm hoping that means that the central story won't stray too far from the book. Regardless of that, the main character of this story is Lily Bloom. Lily has just finished college and moved to Boston to start a new chapter of her life, opening her very own flower shop. She's had a rocky relationship with her mother, and her father was physically and emotionally abusive. And now that he's passed away, Lily has mixed feelings about her mother, who kept the abuse a secret. Lily goes through her old diaries when she gets home for the funeral and is reminded of her first love, Atlas Corrigan. However, now that Lily has moved to Boston, she has met Ryle Kincaid, an attractive but controlling neurosurgeon. Ryle starts caring about Lily, but hates relationships in general. Safe to say, things are a bit off balance with them. As Lily's relationship with Ryle goes on, she can't stop thinking about Atlas, who she believes was her kindred spirit and protector. When he suddenly enters her life again, everything Lily has built with Ryle is put into question. And if I tell you what happens after that, I would just be spoiling the whole thing. So let's talk about the cast instead. Who are the actors bringing this novel to life? Every great story needs great actors to truly do justice to it. And, fortunately, that's the case with It Ends With Us. On January 26th, Hoover revealed the cast via Instagram. The author had an emotional breakdown in front of her childhood home. Hoover thanked her mother, who she says loosely inspired the novel. She went on to say that her mother took them out of a scary position when she was tiny and brought them here to this place. Hoover then revealed the main lead for the movie, who will be playing our Lily, and it's none other than the talented and beautiful Blake Lively. And to everyone's shock and delight, Justin Baldoni is going to play Ryle. I have to say, this casting definitely has me even more excited for the movie to come out. However, at this point, besides Lively and Baldoni, no other cast member has been confirmed, so there are still some significant characters left, Atlas being the most important. I guess we'll just have to wait for that. But it seems like not everyone is a fan of the casting, because some fans just can't think of Blake playing Lily, despite Hoover's own enthusiasm and belief in the actress. One user said that the casting of Blake Lively as Lily Bloom raises some questions. And I mean, they have a point. Now, Lily is 23 years old in the book, and well, Blake is about 12 years older than that, so it doesn't really make sense for her to be taking on the role. Surely, they could have cast someone closer to the character's actual age? If you ask me, that's just nitpicking. But a lot of fans are pretty serious about it, and some have the exact opposite opinion. They think Blake is downplaying herself with this character. Lively is best known for her roles in the television series Gossip Girl.
Hey,
Here you guys are. I looked all over the dining hall for you. Oh, hi, I'm Serena.
I know. I mean, hi, I'm Jenny.
And the 2010 crime drama, The Town.
What can I change? I could be a different person. You tell me what you want me to do. I'll be whoever you want me to be.
I'm leaving with somebody else.
But the news of her casting in It Ends With Us was met with criticism, with fans saying that the star was just too good for this role. Yikes. If you ask me, this negative reaction could be because of the controversies Hoover has been linked with, and the role itself. Who knows? But if I can say one thing with all my confidence, it's that Blake will definitely do justice to the role. I mean, have you seen her act? And after all these details are revealed, the only question left to be asked is, when can we see the movie? Well, unfortunately, there is no release date for It Ends With Us yet, and the absolute worst part is that we don't even have a trailer. But of course, it'll take a while before we get our first look at the adaptation. I only hope that the wait isn't too long, but judging by the information that I do have, I can definitely say that the fans should anticipate a 2024 release date. I know a lot of people are hoping for the release in late 2023, but in all honesty, early to mid 2024 seems like a more realistic release date. But I do have some good news. The novel for It Ends With Us also has a sequel. That means there's a chance for multiple movie adaptations of the franchise. And let me just say, watching Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively work together in multiple movies would be fantastic. As far as the age ratings go, they might be 12 plus or 17 plus, depending on the route the creators decide to take. Speaking of the creators, Hoover isn't the only one sitting on the creators table. Colleen confirmed that in addition to playing the main leading role, the Jane the Virgin alum, Baldoni, will also be directing the project, with Blake serving as an executive producer. How cool is that? In fact, Baldoni and Wayfarer Studios optioned the novel in 2019 and have been working with Hoover ever since. Colleen herself is quite the capable creator. She's the author of more than 20 novels and novellas, and has made quite a name for herself on the New York Times bestseller list. According to Deadline, she is the best-selling novelist in the United States after selling over 20 million books and receiving over 2 billion views on BookTok. And she also has multiple awards to prove her worth. Not to mention, this isn't the first time one of her works is being adapted to the silver screen. A 7-part series based on her novel, Confess, premiered on Amazon Video and Apple TV in 2017.
I am not about to tell him about the hot mess that is my life. I have some dignity.
Hi.
Hi.
With a team like this, you can definitely expect the adaptation to be worth the watch. But for now, that's everything you need to know about the It Ends With Us movie adaptation.